Daf Yomi, Tractate Bava Batra, page 115a, top of the page, with words Esvei, Rabbi Yochanan, Rabbi Yehuda ben Shimon. Ha'isha es bena v'ha'isha es bala v'achei ha'em, manchilin v'lo nochalin. Amar le mishnasenu ein yodea mi shena'a. Rabbi Yochanan raised an objection to the opinion of Rabbi Yehuda ben Shimon from the Mishnah, which teaches a woman with regard to her son, a woman with regard to her husband, and maternal uncles all bequeath to their respective relatives, but do not inherit from them. The Mishnah states explicitly that a mother does not inherit her son's property. Rabbi Yehuda ben Shimon said to him, "With regard to our Mishnah, I do not know who taught it," meaning I am not aware of any Tana who concurs with its ruling, and it is not the accepted halacha. Oh, I read it ein yodea. Ein yodea? No, ein yodea mi shana'a. Mi shana. Who taught it? Okay. It's not the accepted halacha. I don't know anyone who agrees with it. V'lei malei, Rabbi Zechariah ben Hakatzav, he de la deresh matos. The Gemara asks, but let Rabbi Yochanan say to Rabbi Yehuda ben Shimon that the Mishnah is written in accordance with the opinion of Rabbi Zechariah ben Hakatzav, who, as noted on page 111a, does not derive the halacha that sons precede daughters with regard to the inheritance of their mother from the word tribes. Since Rabbi Yehuda ben Shimon's ruling is based on a derivation from the word tribes, it stands to reason that Rabbi Zechariah disagrees with Rabbi Yehuda ben Shimon, and the ruling of the Mishnah is in accordance with Rabbi Zechariah's opinion. Lo mitokma masnisin Rabbi Zechariah ben Hakatzav diktani ubnei achois b'tana bnei achois v'lo b'nois achois ve'amrinan l'may hilchasa amar Rav Sheishes lekadem. The Gemara answers that the Mishnah cannot be interpreted in accordance with the opinion of Rabbi Zechariah ben Hakatzav, as it teaches, and the sons of a sister inherit, but do not bequeath. And the sage taught that the Mishnah is referring to only to sons of a sister, and not to daughters of a sister. And we say, with regard to what halacha is there a distinction between the sons and the daughters of a sister? And Rav Sheshet said the distinction is meant to teach that where there are sons as well, they precede the daughters in inheriting from their maternal uncle. The Gemara continues, and if it enters your mind that the Mishnah is written in accordance with the opinion of Rabbi Zechariah ben Hakatzav, doesn't he say both the son and the daughter are equal with regard to the mother's property, as they may inherit equally? The Mishnah stands in contraposition to Rabbi Zechariah's ruling, and therefore it cannot be written in accordance with his opinion. V'tana didan mimanavshach idresh matos ishanam tirash es bena idlo darish matos ben dekodim lebat b'nichseyaim menale. The Gemara asks, and the Tana of our Mishnah, whichever way you look at it, is inconsistent. If he interprets the word tribes, then a woman also should inherit from her son, as noted above in 114b. And if it does not interpret the word tribes, then from where is it clear to him that a son precedes a daughter with regard to the property of the mother? Both halachot are derived from the same source, so how can the Tana accept one and reject the other? Le'olam darish matos. The Gemara explains that actually, really, the Tana of the Mishnah interprets the word tribes. B'shani hacha d'amar kra v'chol bas yereshes nachla yereshes ve'eno moreshes. Actually, the Tana of the Mishnah interprets the word tribes, but it is different here with regard to a woman inheriting from her son, as the verse states, and every daughter who possesses an inheritance from the tribes, Numbers 36 verse 8, which teaches that a daughter inherits from two tribes, but she does not bequeath to two tribes. She bequeaths only to her father's tribe. And that's the end of that. We're starting a new Mishnah. Mishnah says, Seder nachalot kahu. The order of precedence with regard to inheritance is this. Ish kiyamut uven en lo v'ha'avartem et nachalato lebito. Ben kodem lebat. Kol yotzer irecho shel ben kodem lebat. Bat kodemet le'achin. Yotzer irecha shel bat kodem le'achin. Achin kodem le'achei ha'av. And it stops there. Okay, the order of precedence with regard to inheritance is this. The verse states, if a man dies and has no son, then you shall pass his inheritance to his daughter. Numbers 27, verse 8. This teaches that a son precedes a daughter. Additionally, all descendants of a son precede a daughter. A daughter precedes the brothers of the deceased. Additionally, the descendants of a daughter precede the brothers of the deceased. Brothers of the deceased precede the uncles of the deceased. Additionally, the descendants of the brothers precede the uncles. Zeh klal. This is the principle. Kol kodem benach lo yotzei rechol kodem v'ha'av kodem. Concerning anyone who precedes another with regard, so this is the principle. Concerning anyone who precedes another with regard to inheritance, his descendants precede the other as well. And a father who inherits precedes of all his descendants. Okay, Gemara, we're in the Gemara now. Gemara says, Tana Rabbanan bein ein ela ben. Ben haben, or bat haben, or ben bat haben, minayin, loymar ein loy, ein alone. The sages taught, the verse states, if a man dies and has no son, then you shall pass his inheritance to his daughter. Numbers 27:8. I have derived only that a son precedes others with regard to the inheritance of the deceased. From where do I derive that a son of a son, or a daughter of a son, or a son of a daughter of a son also precedes the deceased's other relatives? The verse states, if a man dies and he has no son, the word ein is written aleph yud nun. Therefore, the sages read it as if it states investigate, ayin. Investigate with regard to him, to search for descendants of his son and give the inheritance to them if they are found. Bas, ein li ella bas. Bas habas, ben habas, ubas ben bas, minayim, talmud ein lo, ayin Allah. The next verse states, and if he has no daughter, then you shall give his inheritance to his brothers. Numbers 27, verse 9. I have derived only that a daughter precedes others, except the son and his daughters, with regard to the inheritance of the deceased. From where do I derive that a daughter's daughter, or a son of a daughter, or a daughter of a son, or a daughter also precede the deceased's other relatives? The verse states, and if he has no daughter, The word Ain is written Aleph Yud Nun, therefore the sages read it as if he states investigate with regard to him, Ayin Alav. This search for descendants for his daughter, and to search for descendants of his daughter and give the inheritance to them if they are found.